In today's video, we've been asked what is a real number. Now, to answer this question, any number at all you can ever imagine is what we call a real number. So it's always denoted by this symbol in that form, and it's any number. So it could be square root numbers, it could be pi. In that particular, it could be a fraction a over b, it could be a decimal 0.07, or any number at all. It could be 2, it could be any number at all. Now we can categorize real numbers and the counting numbers, natural number, whole numbers, integers, rational numbers, irrational numbers, and lastly complex numbers. Now counting numbers, they are denoted with a C, and they always begin from the number 1 to infinity. All right, and the natural number on the other hand, denoted with the N, also starting from 1 to infinity, meaning that natural numbers are the same as counting numbers. So a natural number is the same as a counting number. On the other hand, we have what we call whole numbers. Whole numbers begin from 0, or denoted, they are denoted with a W, sorry. They're denoted with a W like that. They do with a W. And then they begin from 0 to infinity, right? 0 to infinity, meaning that it's the same as 0 plus a natural number like this, or 0 plus a counting number. All right, because natural numbers and counting numbers begin from 1 all the way up to infinity. So if you add it to 0, you get that. On the other hand, we have integers. Integers are negative. We can denote it as a Z like this. If it's positive, like that. If it's negative, it's also in that particular form. But they are always negative. They are negative whole numbers or positive whole numbers in that particular order. So you have negative infinity all the way to, let's say, negative 2, negative 1, and then positive infinity. And on the positive whole number side, you have 0, 1, 2, all the way to positive infinity, like that. But for rational numbers, they are denoted with a Q, like that, and they are fractions. They are fractions, all right? Or they can be decimals that are decimals that are not recurring, like 0. It can be a decimal not recurring, like 0.354, okay, or let's say 0.909090, like that in our order. That means it can be recurring, but it does not terminate. All right, but irrational numbers, on the other hand, they are not fractions. So it is not rational in that symbol, and they are not what fractions. All right, they're not fractions. It has numbers like pi, square root numbers, and all that. On the other one, the last one is what we call complex numbers. Complex numbers are denoted with this C in this order, and it can be in the form A plus BI, where our I is square root of -1 in that particular order.